Hello and welcome, everyone. This is the local lead lion, Marcus Thomas. Wanted to do a quick training about the psychology of Facebook leads and how to be the top 1%. We know that Facebook leads are sometimes scrutinized by people. Some people love it. Some people hate it. They have a love-hate relationship. But Facebook leads is one of the highest lead intents that we've ever seen based off of our research, studies that we've done, different tests that we've done. This is the highest intent leads that we've gotten, and we've seen the best ROI and bang for your buck, so to speak. So today, going through it here, we're just going to talk about the psychology of Facebook leads, how it affects you, going to give you a little bit of the why, the how, and what to do in order to capitalize on these leads that are coming in. So first slide, basically it talks about the study. So there was a new study that was done. So a whopping 92% of recent mortgage borrowers did online research before even speaking to a lender. Now, this is a report that's done from the Mortgage Reports. That's what they said and mentioned here. Also, they went on to say that just 57% of borrowers did the same 5 to 10 years ago. So you can definitely see that shift of how 92%, almost 100% of people are going online to look and research for a mortgage borrower. The days of referrals, they're not over, but it is one of those things where referrals are more or less that sweet spot to kind of fill in the gaps of what online marketing is not doing for you. So that's why we really prefer, trust, and really see the best ROI for these type of mortgage leads. Now, will this change in the future? It possibly can. But the good thing is that we continue to stay up to date on the trends and what's working and what's not working. At this time, though, online Facebook leads is the best thing for you. As you can see, 92% of people are looking online to find a mortgage borrower or a real estate agent that they can trust, use, and like as well. Which moves us on to our next point here, because 74% of mortgage or rental leads worked with the first company that they had conversations with. Now, this is key here because you notice the word, it says conversations with. It's not the first person that they put a lead application in with or the first person that they may have seen or the best smiling face. It's who they had that conversation with. Because with people, they're filling out these applications, these forms, all these different things online. They're filling out maybe 6, 5, 10, 12 of these different forms online, and they don't remember who they filled it out to. Some of them even say, I'm sure you guys got some of these leads where some of them say, oh no, I never filled out this form. But yet you have to go through 13 questions in order to get this form over to us so we have your information. So as you can tell, people are filling out these forms, not remembering because they're filling out so many of them, doing them on their lunch break, whatever it might be. But with this being said, that's why it's important, the conversations that we have. Yes, we have a killer automation system that goes out, emails, text messages, different things like that. But people want to speak with people. So 74% of mortgage or real estate leads that were worked, the first company who had a conversation with them is the one that they worked with. So just something to keep in mind here for you as well, too. Now, this is where it really comes into play because this goes and just really solidifies the point of what we just mentioned here. Now, 56% of homeowners say they accepted the first mortgage rate offered that they received. So they accepted that. And this is from LendingTree. So this is what LendingTree reports. And now out of those 56%, 48% of that group says that they were confident they got the best rate. So you see how that goes in place and plays with that 74% that we were talking about before, how they work with the first company that they had a conversation with, because people feel comfortable, feel confident that they're getting the best information. And obviously this person knows what they're doing because A, they're running ads. B, they contacted me and they're the first person that's contacted me, giving me valuable information. And C, they're the ones that I know I can trust because they obviously know what they're doing or else they wouldn't be on this phone with me. So all those things combined, it helps people to really realize that this is the person that they need to speak with. So as long as you're on top of your game, you are already ahead of what needs to be done because you're getting and capturing those main clients that are coming in. Now, the next question always comes up is, so when should I call these leads? Well, we kind of answered it before. We're going to get into it. So when should I call? The answer, now. call them as soon as they come in. You get a notification. As soon as that lead comes in, go in and give them a call. Whether they answer or don't answer or not, that's fine. The point is that you're giving them a call. You have a better chance of getting them on the phone right when they complete that lead versus them later on having something come up or something happening or something being done or whatever the case might be. Because more than likely, probably about 97% of people are putting in their cell phone number in here for you. So basically just give them a call, give them a ring. They're already going to get the automated text. They're already going to get the automated emails that continue to go out. So if we just call them and reach out to them, that's just increasing the chances of us getting that potential lead on the phone. And as the statistics brought up before, getting that higher percentage and being the first one to actually have that conversation with them. Now, the leads that come in, of course, we know the leads that come in are coming in from Facebook. Some of the follow-up that's being done, email, text message, automations, you speaking with them on the phone. Now, remember, poor follow-up or no follow-up is going to get you mediocre results at best. Yes, we have everything set in place, and that's the point of it, our system. But again, people want to talk with people. Now, we did go ahead and make the wording and the phrasing, the timing and everything, make it seem like it's a real person going out. But of course, automation can only do but so much. We want to make sure that you're getting on the phone, speaking with the client and making sure they're getting that 100% or 5-star service that they feel they deserve. And of course, they do deserve it. So they should definitely be getting that as well from you too. Now, just remember, poor follow-up. Hey, you call them one time. Okay, they didn't answer. Oh, well, no follow-up. Letting the leads come in, letting the automation do the work for you. We don't want to do either one of those. That's not going to put us in the top 1%. When those leads come in, jump on the phone. They've already initiated that conversation. So they've already set it up. So it's not breaking any rules, regulations, or cold calling of any sort or do not call list because they've entered that information, giving you permission to give them a call. So all that is 100% okay. So reach out to them, friendly call. Now, one thing that we've done, we're going to do probably some calls later on and add that into our training as well too. Very short, sweet, and simple. Hey, Mr. Smith, really, I just saw that you went ahead and completed our questionnaire form here. Just wanted to go ahead and get on the phone with you and see if you had any questions for me this time. Nope, I don't have any questions. I'll go and fill out some more information later on online. I'm on my lunch break. I can't talk now. Who is this? What do you want? Hey, no problem. I definitely understand, Mr. Smith, but let me go ahead and do this. I have a mini application I want to send over to you. This is what's going to help us be able to make sure that we completely put you in the right program and get you the best interest rate or get you the best this or get you the best that, whatever it might be for your needs. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll be great. Go ahead and just send it over to me. Send it over to them, but don't just send it over and leave it there. Follow up with them. Hey, always try to get that commitment to come back to them. Hey, Mr. Smith, so I'm going to send it over to you right now. And let me just follow up with you probably in about a good 3 hours or so later on today, tomorrow morning. Which one's better for you? Try to give them only 2 time slots, because if you notice, what'll happen with people is that people will make it fit. If you tell them, hey, I can call you anytime, that leaves it open to them. That allows them to be the one that's going to make that decision. Essentially, you want to make the decision for them without them even knowing you're making that decision for them and making them think that they're the one that's in control of the conversation. Hey, Mr. Smith, I can give you a call back. Let's just say right now, let's give arbitrary time. It's 12 p.m. Hey, Mr. Smith, I can give you a call back probably about 4 o'clock p.m. or 6 p.m. Is that okay for you? Which one would you prefer? So now they feel they have that choice, but you really only give them 2 time slots that's going to work for you and be most beneficial for you. I would always give them some time, try and be considerate, think about their work schedule, think about different things like that. But always try and set up that time slot for them. If you prefer to give them the 24 hours or something like that, that's fine too. But still always set up that time block. You set the time, but make them think that they're the ones that's making the decision and being in charge of that conversation there. Now, going on to the next point from there, think about touch points. How many touch points does it take in order to reach someone? Well, most people, it's going to take about 8 touch points. It's more than most people think. Most people think, hey, they filled an application. They're the ones that's going to go ahead and want this information. This should only be 1 or 2 calls and that's it. Unfortunately, people get busy. Unfortunately, people fill out 6, 12, 10 of these things. Unfortunately, people just aren't ready yet. Unfortunately, there's so many different variables, and that's the reason why we have the automation that's running in the back. But that's also why it's important for you to go ahead and contact that client as quickly as possible. As we mentioned before in the slide, when is the right time to contact a client? Now. Just contact them. Reach out to them, contact them. Short call, doesn't have to be anything extensive. Just give them pure value, something that they'll feel so warm and just filled up inside with that they won't want to go to anybody else. To be like, I got to call this person back. I got to speak with this person. Even if they don't feel like they're warm and fuzzy all over and don't have a jovial voice and sound optimistic, it doesn't matter. People will still go with those ones that they feel like with. So just go ahead and continue to do that. Don't give up. Continue to process, call, and follow up these leads. Now, this information here is directly from HubSpot, LinkedIn, and Salesforce. They all say about the same thing, that 6 to 8 touch points, depending on the urgency and also depending on that client. So don't be discouraged if after 2 or 3, 4 calls, this person has not gotten back with you. Because again, remember, they are getting touched by the emails, the text message that go out. Those calls are the extra icing on the cake. They'll probably start searching for you. They'll see your different stuff. So there's many different touch points, but we want to be that one. Once they're ready to make that purchase, that sale, complete the application, boom, we want to be the ones that jumps on top of them there. Okay. And there'll be many more extensive training about this. This is just part one of many different additional trainings that will come based off of this. But we wanted to at least get this portion out here because this is the main meat and potatoes right here. That's really going to get you your main clients flowing in and get things processing the way they should be for you. So that really pretty much concludes everything on here. So the conclusion. Again, as we mentioned before, you can do this. From it, as you see, you can make a lot of money from this by following up, going through, processing these different leads that are coming through. Remember, key point takeaways are 92% of recent mortgage borrowers did online research. Point number 2, 56% of homeowners say they accepted the first mortgage rate. That's based off of the statistics before. So guess what? You're the first person that's contacted them. You're the first person that's having that conversation with them, a real conversation with them. They're more than likely going to go with you. They're more likely going to stay with you. And now you have a life value client, because if you continue to have that follow-up system in your process in your company, then they need to refinance. Guess where they're going to go to? When they want to sell the house, guess where they're going to go to? When they have a friend, guess where they're going to go to? So now you're creating that cycle based off of these leads that are coming in, based off of just one time. Now you have multiple times that you can get funding, you can get payment from this client here, compensation, or so to speak. Also remember, again, as we mentioned, 74% of mortgage or real estate leads work with the first company that they had a conversation with. So again, I know it's horrible to beat a dead horse, but in this case, it is needed because that is a key word, conversation. They want to have that conversation with you. They want to speak with you. And by doing that, these are the ones that you'll be able to retain. This is what's going to put you in that top 1%. Now, that's just a brief overview of the psychology of Facebook leads, and what the process is, why we use Facebook leads, why it's important, and how you can actually benefit from it, and how you can get the best ROI from those leads that are coming in. So if you do have any additional questions, need any specific training, definitely please let me know. Reach out to me. But I just want to shoot this quick part 1 of multiple series videos on psychology and how to actually win the leads better, and how to make sure that you're getting your best ROI. Again, the local lead line, Marcus Thomas.